Hello all, and thank you for coming to the Strive to Thrive Lincoln Grant Ceremony. My name is Gabe Sainert, and I am so grateful that all of you came today. We are thrilled to have you so we can showcase some of the things that we've accomplished here this semester. To start the event, I will be introducing Dean Kathy Farrell. Dean Farrell became the James Jr. and Susan Stewart Endowed Dean of the College of Business on December 1st, 2017, after about 1 year of serving as interim dean. As dean, Farrell has led an inclusive strategic planning process to help guide the college with a new mission of guiding principles and strategic initiatives. Several mission-focused goals have been accomplished, including donor support for 7 endowed faculty chairs, implementing the SEACREST Teaching Fellows Program, launching the Nebraska Business Initiative, and the Inclusive Business Leaders Program, increasing free tutoring for business students here. Currently, she spearheads strategic enrollment goals and creating a program to foster a culture of engagement and recognize the highly engaged students. Before serving as dean, Farrell served as associate dean for 4 years and as a chair of the Department of Finance for 2 years. She also serves on many boards in the Lincoln area, including Nelnet, Assurity, and Bryan Health. The impact that the dean has had on our college is immense and in our Lincoln community. Please help me in introducing Dean Kathy Farrell.
Thank you, Gabe. I'm honored to be here with our students and other Nebraska business community partners today as part of this celebration, recognizing all who made this experience possible. The students who chose to take this course as an opportunity to make something matter, I am so proud of you. This course provides an experience that's more than something you can read in a textbook. We know that the Nebraska business community is where big things are done by some very amazing people. With an introduction to local nonprofit leaders, you have no doubt met great leaders in organizations that have allowed you to learn about all the needs that exist in the Lincoln community. I hope this influence goes deeper than just a semester. These lessons will be something that you apply well beyond graduation. I also want to take a moment to recognize longtime community volunteer and philanthropist, RHONDA SEACREST. Not only does she provide financial assistance for the grant, but she's also a favorite guest speaker as she shares her vibrant energy with students during her visits. Her partnership allows us to offer the Leading People and Projects course every semester. Her insight inspires students to be aware of opportunities to serve and learn the ethics and business model of the nonprofit sector. I'm honored to be part of this occasion to recognize local nonprofits and the incredible work happening in our community. By sharing opportunities to collaborate and demonstrating how innovation helps solve problems, you helped prepare these students and future business leaders for a world of engagement. I'm confident that because of the experiences you helped provide, our students will be better able to contribute to their communities. We've learned that supporting our neighbors is vital to our success as a community. While we must write our own stories, I challenge everyone to continue asking questions about how to collaborate and cultivate innovative relationships to better our community. Engage and share your talents to help strengthen community organizations. Be bold and make your experiences matter. We look forward to seeing what all of you will do in this next chapter. Thank you all for having me here, and I'm going to turn it back over.
Thank you, Dean Farrell. The leadership and impact that you've had on our college and our community is incredible. Next, I will be inviting to the stage a student here who helped facilitate a fundraiser for one of the Lincoln nonprofits here, Good Life Community Development. He will be speaking a little bit about how this process worked and then introducing one of the representatives from that group. Please help me in welcoming to the stage our student, Hunter STERBA.
Thanks, Gabe. Hello, I'm Hunter STERBA, and I was a member of the fundraising team for Strive to Thrive Lincoln. This semester, we managed to raise a total of $1,698 for Good Life Community Development. You will now hear from Bill Radke, the Executive Director and co-founder of the organization, alongside Shane Pearson. Bill was the Director of Outreach at Mosaic Church in Lincoln. Bill has an electric mix of social work, business, and management experience. In 2012, he was the production supervisor in charge of overseeing 200 artists in the 3D conversion of James Cameron's Titanic 3D for SDFX Studios. Bill's passion for people began 18 years ago when he served as community outreach coordinator in Perth, Scotland. For 4 years, he worked with and mentored underserved youth in vulnerable neighborhoods. Now I'll turn it over to Bill Radke.
Hello, everyone. This is an honor and a privilege to be chosen by the Strive to Thrive class. I'm Bill Radke, Executive Director, Good Life Community Development. For us, we've always asked that question, can you predict and prevent a poverty situation from happening in someone's life? So what we did is we developed an assessment tool that looks at 10 areas of someone's life. And once we have that assessment, we can identify vulnerable areas and then coach participants to find stability in every area of life. And so for us, when we were given this opportunity and seeing the results of this fundraiser, I asked our board, like, what's a way that we could spend this money? $1,700, what's a way that, even that this class can see the impact that you made? And so for us, we have a little fund that we set aside for each one of our clients. We call it our Client Resource Fund. And we can provide financial assistance to avoid a crisis from happening. And so that can look like a gas card so that someone can get to work. It could look like an electric bill or a gas bill. But having that little bit of fund set aside can really be the difference from a crisis situation from happening. And so the board decided, okay, we're gonna set that money aside. And then just 3 weeks ago, got a call from a client, kind of panicking. Like, I don't know what to do. My water heater's not working. And what kind of stunk about this situation is he was working for months to get out of the hole of his gas bill. So months and months, because he knew winter was coming, he wanted his gas to come back on. And so every month he was kind of chipping away. Finally got his gas paid off. The gas company came out, turned his gas back on, and he was excited. He got heat in his home. He has a modular home. And next day he went to take a shower, turned on his water, ice cold. And so he's like, what's happening? So I go to his house and I kind of helped him figure it out. Pilot light was out. We turned his pilot light back on. Next day, same problem. And so I said, unfortunately, we got to call someone. We got to get it fixed. And for him, this was devastating because he didn't have the money for it. The water heater, because it's a modular home, is sitting right on the outside of the house, just kind of shingles covering it. And it's a panic situation because it's getting cold. That water heater could freeze, the water heater could break, and what's a couple $100 fix can become a $2,000 fix. And so I was able to say to him in that moment, we can cover that for you. We can call someone, we can get that fixed, and we can cover that for you. And so that's an impact that your money has made already. Just a couple $100 can prevent that from happening. And so for us, this is what we do with our clients, is we want them to be able to move away from crisis in every area of their life and move towards stability and self-sufficiency. And I'm really thankful for you. So I'm gonna try to update on social media when we're able to step into those moments. I don't like to always use our clients' stories for our own marketing purposes, but sometimes people do give us permission to tell those situations, and so if it's appropriate, I will. And I also wanted to use this opportunity that in 2023, we are gonna be moving towards launching another additional program, and one that I'm really excited about. For us as an organization, we've always been asking ourselves, what is another opportunity that we can offer clients? And for what we've seen over and over again is it's access to meaningful work. And until someone has access to meaningful work, their stability journey is stalled. And so what we're doing in 2023 is we're launching a capital campaign to launch Nebraska's first social enterprise restaurant so that we could do a job training program and do our stability coaching and we're going to target specifically people navigating life after incarceration. And so that restaurant is going to be called Ybor, which seems like a funny name, but Ybor is based off of Ybor City, Florida, where the Cuban sandwich was invented. And so we are launching a capital campaign on Giving Tuesday, which is going to be Cuban sandwiches, social good, workforce development, and stability coaching for people navigating life after incarceration. And so, yeah, that's it. Thank you. If you have any more questions, I'll be here and I'll be around in the back. I have more of these brochures if you're interested and want to look into it. Thank you for this opportunity. And, yep, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Radke. I remember when our class was hearing about your organization, we were just mesmerized by the mission and the impact that you guys are having. I'm excited to see the impact of that new program. Next, we will be inviting our professor that is making this entire event, this class, and ultimately this entire experience happen. Please welcome Miss Amber Messersmith.
Well, hello. Today is my 12th Strive to Thrive Lincoln Grant Ceremony. And just because I've been here a dozen times doesn't make this one any less meaningful. This is just as meaningful as the very first one, which was a lot smaller. Thanks to each of you for the support that you are demonstrating for this class simply through your presence here today. Over the next few minutes, I am going to share an overview of the course and of our grant process. I often say that the ultimate goal of this course is to create the next generation of philanthropists. And that's really quite similar to what the Learning by Giving Foundation, which is one of our donors, what they share as their organizational mission. So we do this in Strive to Thrive Lincoln through a specific type of experiential learning called experiential philanthropy. What is so unique about what we get to do all semester is that it is real. It's not a case study. It's not hypothetical. We're here today to award $10,000 real dollars to two very deserving nonprofit organizations. But today is honestly the easy and honestly fun part of the process. Learning to be a Strive to Thrive Lincoln philanthropist means engaging in due diligence all semester. And now that can be fun too, but it is a lot harder. We carefully are giving away that $10,000 each semester because it's been entrusted to us. We owe our donors our very best effort because they've given us quite a privilege. So perhaps I should revise or edit that ultimate goal of the class. And maybe it's better stated as creating the next generation of intentional, knowledgeable, and thoughtful philanthropists, because we have over 40 of them in this class this semester. But what does due diligence look like for a Strive to Thrive Lincoln philanthropist? Well, first, it's learning about the community we currently call home, its history and its current challenges, along with the needs of our neighbors. Second, it's researching nonprofit organizations that align with the funding priorities agreed upon by the class and preparing thorough reports on each. Third, evaluating this semester 22 nonprofit reports written by members of the class using some consistent evaluation criteria, also developed by members of the class. Fourth, participating in site visits to interview organizational leadership and tour their facilities. And lastly, deliberating as a class to make truly difficult decisions about where we will allocate that $10,000 in grant funding. Another goal of the class is to introduce business majors to the nonprofit sector. As Dr. Jim Croft, who is a faculty member in our MBA program here and a guest speaker in our class, as he shared with us, nonprofit is simply a tax status and not a way of doing business. Nonprofit organizations need capable employees with solid business backgrounds. They're operating much like for-profit businesses with many of the same challenges, whether that be figuring out how to best market the organization, dealing with those ever-present staffing shortages, or managing the financials. Even if members of this class don't go on to work for a nonprofit, they may find themselves in a position to volunteer, to sit on the board of directors, or to act as a consultant to a nonprofit. And after completing this semester, I can confidently say that members of this class are in a better position to do all of those things to serve nonprofits in whatever community they may be living in. Now, before I wrap up my remarks, I want to extend my gratitude to 3 specific people. First, Jana Gose and Madison Walker, would you both come to the front? These 2 individuals took Management 411 in fall of 2021. Yeah, perfect. They returned this semester to help mentor the current class as course liaisons. They provided information, support, and resources for each team. Jana and Madison, I appreciate your service to our class these last few months. Could you all join me in giving them a round of applause? And the third person I would like to thank is RHONDA SEACREST for her continued support. And I won't have you come up just yet, but it's coming. Not only has her financial gift allowed twice as many students to take this course each year, she has been a true friend to Strive to Thrive Lincoln. She cheers us on all semester and makes time to come visit our class to get to know us. We're inspired by you and we're grateful for you. And again, thanks to each of you for being here and for supporting Strive to Thrive Lincoln.
Thank you, Professor. Honestly, this class would not be possible without you. So thank you for the impact that you've had on us and the College of Business and the community. Also, thank you for our course liaisons, Madison and Jana. Again, this experience wouldn't have been possible without you guys. Next, I will be inviting a representative of each of the task groups to come and talk to you guys a little bit about what happens in this course. So Dr. Messersmith just told you about some of the things we got to learn, but in the course, we have these individual task groups that make this entire experience possible. So first, I'll be inviting Spencer.
Hello everyone, my name is Spencer Lane and I'm a member of the Grant Administration Task Group. Most of our responsibilities over the course of this project fell in the first couple months of the semester. We worked hard to organize all of the white papers our classmates wrote, as well as the nonprofit's annual reports and Form 990s, so that everyone could access them and use them to help guide our decision-making process. We're also responsible for most of the communication with the nonprofits being considered, which included the difficult task of sending out messages to all the amazing organizations that were considered but did not receive the grant, to thank them for their time and willingness to participate. I know I speak for the rest of my group when I say that we have really been grateful for this opportunity, and we are thankful for all the individuals who make this course possible.
Hello everyone, my name is Kate Madsen and I'm a member of the class evaluation group. Our group had a difficult task, get 45 people to agree on 2 things. It was our group's responsibility to conduct class deliberation and lead that conversation of how are we going to get from 22 organizations to 2. We utilized a variety of different methods throughout the deliberation process, such as ranking how we felt an organization's mission matched our own on a scale from 1 to 10, highlighting the pros and cons of our donation going to each organization, and open discussion about what is most important to us as a class when we are looking at these organizations. Something we will take away from this experience is how to better navigate and direct group discussion. I am very grateful for the opportunity I have had as a member of this class and of this group. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Chris Karmazine and I'm a member of the Service Projects Task Group. Vital to Strive to Thrive's success in choosing which local Nebraska nonprofit organization should receive this year's grant was first engaging in our own community. This year's service project team, led by Brendan, Dennis, Frankie, Josh, Nav, Ulysses, and myself, and also shown in this picture, was tasked with organizing 10 service projects for our class to engage in throughout the semester. Working with local nonprofits, students were able to begin serving in the community, doing things like painting Cedar's Youth Opportunity Center, packaging care boxes at Friendship Home, and engaging with kids at Belmont Community Center and the Lighthouse of Lincoln. These experiences gave us a firsthand look at how these different organizations ran their business and offered valuable insight, which would later help us determine this year's mission statement and our grant recipients. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Lynn and I wanted to share with you what myself and the Public Relations Task Group has been up to this semester. Some of our proudest contributions to our class and project have been being able to coordinate a class t-shirt, crafting our class image through writing blog posts and the College of Business newsletter, as well as hosting guest speakers throughout our class, and being able to kickstart a new LinkedIn page which we have been developing throughout the entire semester. For our class t-shirt, we were able to wear these on our site visits as well as around the community and campus. This was in order to market our class to the Lincoln community and other classmates in UNL. Finally, throughout the semester, we were all introduced our class to prominent community members who are able to speak to us about the nonprofit sector and how we can make an impact in our community in this class and beyond. We all can attest our time together in this class went by so quickly, even through every minute of deliberation or at each site visit was long-lived, and now reflecting on how much of an impact it made and gave us and our classmates a new outlook on future careers or opportunities in Lincoln. I'm amazed by what my team and class has been able to accomplish this semester.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ridley Miller, and I was part of the site visits group for this semester. I had the opportunity to work with Grace Fuller, Bailey Robinson, Zach Biankowski, Mason Waring, and Mitch Carey. Our class separated into groups of two to select and write a paper about an NPO of our choice. We then narrowed down the potential 22 NPOs to a top 12, and then our site visits group of 6 was responsible for coordinating the 12 different site visits, which included communicating with the organization representative, configuring day of details to ensure a smooth visit, and maintaining a professional relationship before and after the visit. I feel, and I'm sure others can agree, that the site visits have been 2 of the most impactful days of the semester, so I'm grateful to have been a part of it. Seeing firsthand the passion of the organization's representatives and the physical spaces that make such an impact and those that each site serves was an experience unlike any other. Throughout the semester, I've learned the importance of contributing to causes bigger than oneself and how to lean into relationships that can benefit both parties, as both those being served and those serving can gain something from the experience. I'm so proud of our class, and congratulations again to the 2 NPOs.
Hi, I'm Carmella Bailey and was part of the fundraising group throughout the semester. I was fortunate to work alongside Montana Harrington, Max Dunham, Hunter STERBA, and Graham Peterson. The fundraising team was in charge of selecting a nonprofit organization with the help of the entire class that we would create and implement a fundraiser for. With the help of our class, we were fortunate to choose an organization we felt aligned with our class mission statement: Good Life Community Development. We then went on to plan a financial fundraiser that ran from October 19th until November 2nd. With the help of UNL students, faculty, staff, and families, we were able to raise $1,698. While this is a great accomplishment, we learned that money is so much more than just a dollar amount. From this experience, we understand what our money is benefiting and where it will be used throughout programs. We are fortunate to have the opportunity to give this money in order for Good Life Community Development to put towards their mission of empowering people to move towards stability in every area of life. I'm so glad to have been given such a unique experience and want to give thanks to Professor Messersmith for instilling self-realization through this course and my peers for encouraging different outlooks on ideas.
Hi, everybody, and thank you for coming to the grant ceremony today. I'm Danielle Wilcox, and I was part of our grant ceremony team this semester. I had the pleasure of working with Isha, Rachel, Johnny, Alyssa, Grace Kay, and Gabe to plan this ceremony today. As a team, we worked together to finalize and coordinate the details of the event today and to make sure everything ran smoothly. We couldn't have done it without the support and willingness to help of the other speakers and every single team that was here in the class. As a member of this team, I learned the importance of being transparent, being open, and being passionate about what you do. We hope you enjoy the event as much as we enjoyed planning it. Though this event is what we have been working towards all semester, we can't even begin to describe what went into our Strive to Thrive experience. This course is unlike any other, and we are so lucky to have had the opportunity to share what it meant to us and what it meant to the Lincoln community. Thank you.
One more round of applause for all the task groups. Strive to Thrive Lincoln would not be possible without the meaningful contributions of each individual person in this class, and especially the task groups. Trust me, selecting the recipients for these grants was a difficult process, but it was a rewarding one that came with a lot of awesome experiences. One of which was, towards the beginning of the semester, we wrote a mission statement, and it as reads here. Strive to Thrive Lincoln provides Nebraska business students in the Management 411 class with the opportunity to grant funds to organizations that will foster long-term generational change in underrepresented Lincoln-Lancaster County families and individuals by providing them with developmental resources. I'm ecstatic to announce that all three of the organizations that are represented here today greatly align with that mission statement and make a huge impact on the Lincoln community. So next, I will be inviting two students up to the stage to talk about why they initially chose each of our grant recipients to be part of the selection process, and then you'll hear from a representative of each of the NPOs.
Thanks, Gabe. Hello, everyone. My name is Brendan KAUTH-FISHER. And when we were selecting nonprofits way back in September, I was partnered with Chris, who you heard from earlier. The Arc of Lincoln immediately caught our eye. For me personally, I have a personal history with individuals with disabilities, so the Arc just struck a chord with me right away. But during our research into the organization, we discovered just how truly amazing they are. In regards to that mission statement that you just saw, the Arc aligns with every single facet of it. They serve an underrepresented population in the Lincoln area. They provide the individuals and families they serve with developmental resources, which in turn fosters long-term generational change by developing self-advocacy. Combined with the amazing people who are in charge of making the ARC run, I truly cannot think of a better organization to be receiving one of our grants this semester. On behalf of the ARC of Lincoln here today, I would like to invite Mary Ellis to the stage. Mary Ellis serves as treasurer on the ARC of Lincoln's Board of Directors. Since retiring from Lincoln Public Schools in 2021 as Assistant Director of Special Education, she's dedicated her free time to the Arc of Lincoln's mission to serve individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities and their families. Please help me welcome Mary Ells to the podium.
Well, he told our story. I don't know if I have much left to say. Thank you for those fine words. But as I jokingly said to the group of 6 that came, I actually did my homework for today and was prepared. And I wanted to take a few minutes to tell you that we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Small nonprofits work so hard, and any time we get the support and recognition, you know, it is a big boost for us. And in particularly, we do serve a very unique population of your friends, your family members, your citizen groups that have intellectual and developmental disabilities. They're a part of our lives. Wherever we are at, they are at. We also want to say that we are committed to serving them, and we really see ourselves as servant leaders. That's such an important piece of our work. We want to promote them, provide for them, and protect them. We advocate for them both personally, individually, in groups, socially, but also legislatively. We work hard to look at, are their rights being respected as importantly as anyone else's rights? And we want to see full inclusion to the fullest degree possible. And I'm joking when I say this, because I'm not the only one on the executive board. 2 others on the exec board happen to be with a group of 26 individuals, bringing them home from a weekend experience, and so that they could have a full, rich life, just like we do on the weekends. I also want to say that it's important to us that we presume their competence, that we presume their contribution, and we presume their capabilities. And I just want you to stop and think, somewhere along the line, someone did that for you. They presumed those things for you, and that's why you're here today. So we invite you to continue to presume those things positively for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We have a vision, and it's that we develop a caring, inclusive community here in Lincoln for people with disabilities, but we embrace them and offer them what other people in the community have. As far as what we would like to do with this wonderful recognition and source of funding, we are in a regrowth phase after COVID. I don't know if you've heard about it, but we need to review our strategic plan and regrow again. We're going to be looking at our staffing. We're also going to be looking at our facilities and, most importantly, our service systems, because during that time, our services were curtailed quite a bit. And so some of the things we really want to look at are expanding opportunities for individuals with disabilities, but also siblings. Siblings are very much impacted by another person in their family, but also parents. Parents are trying to navigate a very complex world once they learn that they have an individual with an intellectual disability in their family. With that in mind, your generous recognition will help us serve that mission and hopefully grow that vision for life here in Lincoln for people with intellectual disabilities. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much for the recognition.
Hello, everyone. My name is Grace Cannell, and my teammate Alyssa and I chose St. Monica as our nonprofit. And needless to say, I am thrilled to be up here today to introduce them as one of our grant recipients. There are many reasons why we chose St. Monica's, but something that initially stuck with me when picking out this organization is the meaning behind St. Monica itself. St. Monica is the patron saint of alcoholics, conversion, married women, and mothers. And if anyone knows what St. Monica does, it serves all of these individuals to empower them to feel worthy. St. Monica's captivates the meaning of our mission statement and truly fosters the generational change in families and individuals in the Lincoln community, starting with women. On behalf of St. Monica's, I would like to welcome Natalia Young to the stage. Natalia joined St. Monica's in 2006 and has served various roles within the agency. Most recently, Natalia served in the position of Deputy Director until July 1st, 2022, when she moved into the Executive Director role. Natalia is a licensed alcohol and drug counselor and has 24 years of nonprofit work experience and human services with the past 16 years at St. Monica's. She is married and has one son and loves to run outdoors. Natalia, will you please come up to the stage?
So I think I've got to move this down just a little because I'm the short girl. I'm vertically challenged here. So I just want to say thank you, and we're super honored for this opportunity and to be recognized and really being able to. I think what excites me about Strive to Thrive is getting younger people to know who St. Monica's is. I've been there, like they said, at 16 years. And that mission of empowering women to find help for substance abuse and mental health and recovery is huge for me. I'm an adult child of an alcoholic, so I have some good experience of what that looks like. And St. Monica's was founded in 1964 by a group of women with the Episcopal Church to really just support women that were maybe homeless, having children, those kinds of things, and they needed a safe place to go. So the mission has always been to have that home-like environment, not an institution, to feel welcome. And we want to empower them and really give them the space to grow and identify and see who they are and the amazing things that they have to give back to the world. So currently we do a short-term residential, long-term residential, and then we have a mother and child program, and we offer daycare as well as outpatient services. And really up and coming peer support services is huge. Having somebody with lived experience that really can connect to our women, that's going to be just moving in lots of different directions. So we are just finishing up a capital campaign as well and some new growth to expand some services at the VA campus. So more to come on that in the near future. These funds, one of the things when I was asked and when I talked to Grace and Alyssa, I was kind of like, oh shoot, I got to get this out really quick. I really want those funds to be focused on the women we serve. And so we have women that come to us that maybe are externally motivated to come to services, and maybe they're coming from incarceration and their Medicaid's been turned off. They don't have any funds to pay for medications. And so there's a gap until their insurance is turned back on. So I really want those funds to be used for medication expenses for the uninsured individuals that we serve from time to time. And then also for community activities, learning how to do sober activities again is really hard. One of the biggest triggers that our women deal with is boredom. And so learning to find a different space to do different activities and having the opportunity to go to a community play, things like that. So we're not just about treatment in regards to substance abuse and mental health, but also life skills and having those interactions again. So these funds are huge because it will give them the opportunity to have more social interaction with the community and learn how to give back, as that is part of one of their goals of giving back in their recovery community. So thank you, we're very honored. Sorry, just kind of short and sweet.
Congratulations again to both of the nonprofits. Our class recognized the meaningful contributions that you guys have made to our community, and we hope that this grant will help to continue, flourish, and change lives here in the Lincoln community. Now, I would like to introduce RHONDA SEACREST, who is one of the members of the community that makes this class a reality. But trust me, financial support is not all that she does. RHONDA SEACREST has been actively supporting multiple causes in the Lincoln community and across the state for many years. In addition to her gift that enables the Strive to Thrive Lincoln course to be offered each semester, she has also given multiple times to other areas of the university, including the Lead Center, College of Business, the College of Journalism and Mass Communications, the Sheldon Art Museum, the Nebraska Public Media, and the Hickson Lead College of Fine and Performing Arts. RHONDA and her late husband, Jim, moved to Lincoln over 20 years ago. Multiple organizations have recognized Jim and Rhonda SEACREST for their efforts to improve their communities, including the Lincoln Community Foundation, Sheldon Museum of Art, and Humanities Nebraska. Jim was awarded the College of Business Lifetime Achievement Award in 2017, the year after he passed away. He served as chairman of the Western Publishing Company, which owns several newspapers in Western Nebraska, and the SEACRESTs have also helped start community foundations in North Platte and Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Ms. SEACREST understands that philanthropy is not just giving your time or money, but also giving your experiences and insights. And just a partial list of the ways that she currently serves are as follows: the past president of the Lead Center Advisory Board, trustee of the University of Nebraska Foundation, board member of the Lincoln City Libraries and Mid-America Arts Alliance, and she is also a member of the Nebraska Cultural Endowment Advisory Council. She has done so much for both our college here and our community. Please join me in welcoming Ms. SEACREST.
Oh, good afternoon, and thank you. I'm always delighted to be here and to take the time to have a visit with the Strive to Thrive class. That choice that you made to take this class speaks volumes about you. It plainly says that you recognize that there is human suffering that needs to be addressed, and you have chosen to pursue a course of study that will address that and create solutions. A person I greatly admired once told me that it doesn't make any difference how much money you have or the extent of your collection of art or antiques or how brilliant your children or how designer your clothes. And I could keep going on with that, and I'm sure you could too. The only thing that really matters is how we treat each other. And so I try to live by those words. And people like me, we give money and we give time. But the gift that each of you is going to give by your decision to enroll in the Strive to Thrive class, taking the lessons that you have learned into the private and public sectors for literally decades to come, is more valuable than anything that I or anyone else would give by way of financial compensation. So I thank you for what you are doing and what you will do, and for giving me the opportunity to work with you.
Thank you again, Ms. SEACREST, for your generous contribution. Without you, this entire event, this entire experience would not be possible. And I would love to express how much of an impact it's made on me, but actually to conclude our program, we're going to have another student come up and give her story of how it's been so impactful. So please welcome to the stage, Ms. ALYSSA ZABAWA.
Thank you. As Gabe stated, my name is ALYSSA ZABAWA. Strive to Thrive Lincoln has impacted my college career in a significant manner. Every aspect of the course, from class lectures to guest speakers to site visits, has showcased philanthropy in a positive light and has driven me towards a passion that I will seek to act upon in the near future. Strive to Thrive Lincoln has changed the meaning of philanthropy by getting students involved in a hands-on environment and leading us toward a fulfilling lifestyle. During one of our class assignments, Professor Messersmith proposed the question, what is the difference between helping people and serving people? This very question was incredibly eye-opening and allowed me and my classmates to truly understand the meaning of philanthropy and why we must give back to our communities in a beneficial way. So all of you might be wondering, what exactly is the difference between helping people and serving people? In Rachel Naomi Reman's article, In the Service of Life, she provides an insightful quote that might give us all a little refresher here tonight. Helping incurs debt. When you help someone, they owe you one. But serving, like healing, is mutual. There is no debt. I am served as the person I am serving. When I help, I have a feeling of satisfaction. When I serve, I have a feeling of gratitude. These are very different things. Reman's quote kickstarted my adventure into philanthropy, which wouldn't have been as apparent in my life without Strive to Thrive Lincoln. Through this course, I've had the opportunity to serve the Lincoln-Lancaster County community alongside my classmates in an extraordinary fashion, as well as research how I can get involved and make an impact on the community I will reside in post-college. I am thrilled to see how my philanthropic journey will grow in the future and can't begin to express how thankful I am to have been in an environment that pushed me to start that journey early on in my life. Thank you.
And with that, we are going to conclude the grant ceremony. We would like to thank the graduate students who assisted us in this process by analyzing the financial statements of all the NPOs, the 24 nonprofit organizations that participated in this process, my classmates, Dr. Messersmith, Miss SEACREST, Dean Farrell, our course liaisons, and all the other individuals who make this program possible. Thank you to all of you for joining us here tonight to celebrate the Strive to Thrive Lincoln and our grant ceremony, or our grant recipients. We would like to ask that any of you are welcome to stay for another drink or to finish some snacks on your way out. But with that, we will conclude. Have a good evening.